Keith Vaughn's Flying Circus in our Top 10 Texas Other Mother Road. Yeah, we all know the big Texan across at Groom Cadillac Ranch. These are 10 stops across Texas you don't want to miss. And the first one, the state line at Texas and Oklahoma, just west of Texola. Yeah, here's the state line sign and the pole it's on, and lots of mother roaders leaving their mark. And some debris found off on the right side of the road in the trees. Yeah, the Texas state line, right there at Texas and Oklahoma. 2 lanes heading west and 2 lanes heading east. Now the sign gets filled with stickers, and the state just comes along and puts a new sign up, and it soon fills with stickers. And the sign's sometimes big, sometimes small, but it's always changing. The state line, Texas and Oklahoma, west of Texola. You can see I-40 off in the distance. The first of our 10 stops across Texas, the state line sign. Moving on down the highway, heading west, we now hit Shamrock, and a location that is famous. You may have even seen this structure inspiring a location in the movie Cars by Pixar. The Tower Conoco in Shamrock, right there on Route 66. The town of Shamrock has done a great job since they took over managing this location. The restoration is awesome. And the U Drop Inn, which has been closed for many years, just recently opening for business with a full menu for Route 66 travelers. Yeah, the Tower Conoco station is iconic, and it is a big draw, especially for photographers and hot rodders, classic cars. And it's right there on Route 66, the Tower Conoco. Number 9 on our list of locations across Route 66 in Texas. You don't want to miss this one. It's hard to miss. And on down the road we go, westward on Route 66. And we roll right into McLean, Texas, to the first Phillips 66 station in Texas. The Phillips station in McLean, number 8. Now, there's some controversy here. Turkey, Texas claims they've got the first Phillips 66 in Texas. Well, maybe, but this one was approved by Phillips first, and it's there in McLean, and very well preserved and maintained by the Texas Old Route 66 Association. What a job restoring this building. And the pumps out front are just spectacular restorations. But you don't want to miss this location in McLean on Route 66. The Phillips 66 in McLean. And more moving west on Route 66 brings us just south of I-40 to the Jericho Gap. Man, this community started in 1902. Businesses springing up about 1926. It's about 18 miles of Route 66 between Allen Reed and Groom that became known as the Jericho Gap. And the roads here would get very muddy from rainfall, and travelers would get stuck. And the locals were very accommodating in pulling these people out. Here's some of the relics that were found at Jericho Gap when the new owners came in and began renovating and saving some of the property. They got big plans for this place. There's the original water tower, and these are the old motor courts. For travelers heading west or east on Route 66, Jericho Gap. Another off the road, sometimes you might say unknown locations on Route 66. And more. Heading down the Mother Road, Allen Reed to the Magnolia Station and Cafe. It's hard to believe this area was once downtown Allen Reed. And this cafe and gas station continues to just fall apart. It's a location on Route 66 many are unaware of. Just up the road is the Super Service Texaco that many are familiar with. But down the road is the Magnolia Cafe. Disrepair, I don't think describes it well enough. This station is on East 1st Street and 3rd Avenue. There it was back in the day. They're in Allen Reed. It's 1 block east of the Super Service Station. Again, it's hard to believe that this was the area that was known as downtown, with lots of brick structures and businesses lining this road. And this one and the Super Service Station seem to be the only ones that still exist. And in this kind of shape. I don't know what kind of a restoration could happen here, but it just seems a shame to see it continuing to just be reclaimed by gravity. The Magnolia Station at Allen Reed. I can imagine all the travelers that pulled right up under that canopy to get fuel, heading down the road. The Magnolia Cafe and gas station, and some interior shots of the cafe kitchen. And more moving west into Amarillo and down on 6th Street to the Golden Light Cafe. Golden Light, the longest serving restaurant, I believe, in Amarillo, certainly in Route 66, established in 46, in the very location it's at right now. Yeah, the oldest restaurant in Amarillo, and could be the oldest restaurant continually operating in the same location anywhere on Route 66. And I do recommend the Golden Light. We've been there a number of times. Food's always great. Take a look at that ham and cheese, and that burger and fries. Good stuff. And it is right there on historic Route 66, 6th Street in downtown Amarillo. The Golden Light Cafe. And on west we go to another Magnolia Station. This one in Vega. This one built by Colonel J.T. Owen in 1924. Yeah, this station has got a great history. The operators lived in the 2nd story upstairs and then operated their service station downstairs. 2 rooms upstairs and a sink. But there was no bathroom. That was an outhouse downstairs. Yes, it's been in continuous operation since 24. A very, very historic spot. This location once was on the Ozark Trail and on one of the original alignments of Route 66, but when the alignment changed, it no longer sat directly on that, but still was in business for a number of years, and this location once was used as a barber shop for a while, and then shut down. You can see where that second story used to be. It then shut down and went into disrepair, but the town of Vega has restored it and it looks great. And moving more west as we roll in to the midpoint on Route 66 to the Midpoint Cafe, spot number 3, heading west on our other Mother Road locations, the lesser known spots you gotta go to. Man, Midpoint is awesome. Great food, great staff, and it is right there at the geographical midpoint between LA and Chicago. And lots of travelers gotta hit this spot, man. Be in the midpoint. And you can see how busy it does get there at the midpoint. So when you're rolling down I-40 and you look over and see this sign, you gotta get over and check it out. Now, they're not open all year, but they are open a lot of the year. Midpoint Cafe in Adrian. And we stay in Adrian, and we go just next door to the midpoint, to the Dream Maker Station. Dream Maker Station. They have really done a great job with this location. Originally a Dubs Inco Humboldt service station. This location once owned by Fred Hauser, previous owner of the Midpoint Cafe. It reopens in 2024 with my friends Kelly and Jason as the new owners, and they've done a great job with Dream Maker Station. You gotta be sure and stop in and talk to Kelly and Jason. They are real friendly people. They are all about welcoming road trippers on the Mother Road to their location and showing some big Texas Panhandle hospitality. Dream Maker Station. And Jason is good with his hands, man. He restores classic cars, works on rides for customers, and they got a lot of great souvenirs inside. And they've got a big, big car show every spring at this location, their annual Route 66 car show. I've got another video here on the channel from that event. Dream Maker Station in Adrian. There's a shot from the car show. Yes, Dream Maker Station, one of our other Mother Road locations you can't miss. And moving on west, we hit the border with New Mexico, and we're in Glen Rio, formerly known as Rock Island, a railroad town, but later became Glen Rio, the first motel in Texas from that side, and the other side, the last motel in Texas. And this location has been shut down since, I believe, the early 70s, when the Route 66 was shut down and I-40 became the road through town. Here's the old Longhorn Cafe a number of years ago, before the new owners began some renovation work that still continues to this day. Yes, the Longhorn Cafe and service station. And up the road is another service station. And the little diner next door. Also up the road at one point was the 1953 State Line Cafe, or established in 53. And this building, 1955, It was built, it went into business but closed right around 1976, and the hotel kind of began to slowly go into disrepair. Again, this video from a couple years ago, that's the way she looked back in the day at Glen Rio, Texas. Right on the border with New Mexico and Texas. Yeah, 2 lanes going into town and 2 lanes leaving town. Where at one time there was a ton of traffic, and I've been there at times for over an hour and never seen another car. Now there is some business in Glen Rio today over on the New Mexico side. There's a marijuana dispensary. But that's about all you got in Glen Rio today. I believe maybe 1 inhabitant on the actual old route. Yeah, there are plans, we hear, for this property to be repurposed. I hear there are plans to reuse these buildings and renovate this and make it a tourist attraction. I hope it happens. But they got a long way to go. There's the old lift in the shop in the garage. Single post lift. On all of Route 66, I gotta say Glen Rio is one of the more bittersweet locations. And there is the old service station and the Pontiac. That's another video all in its own, that story is. And the Longhorn Cafe before the roof was removed. And there you go, our top 10 gotta stops across Texas on Route 66. Hey, thanks for watching, and please check out this other content